This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details. And
kick off the 2025 season of Minnesota Vikings at U.S. Bank Stadium with a kickoff concert from Russell Dickerson. Before the home opener when the Vikings play the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday, September 14th. It is a free concert in Commons Park outside U.S. Bank Stadium.
I don't have a park.
Powered locally by the Minnesota Lottery. Stop by the Minnesota Lottery at the kickoff concert for your shot at great prizing, including a trip for four to Green Bay on November 23rd.
Friday Football Feast, is it in Oakdale?
Your neck of the woods?
Yeah.
You going to stop by?
What day is that?
I would assume tomorrow.
Oh, what time?
I would assume 9 to noon.
Oh, what a bad break. I would be golfing. That's a bad break for me. Tend to be your
bad break for the fans at Oakdale.
Let me ask you a question. If your choice was, and I love the Friday Football Feast, and it's a great time, and we love Buffalo Wild Wings. I've been to the one in Oakdale many, many times. Would you rather go golfing or go to the Friday Football Feast?
No doubt.
And that's nothing against the Friday Football Feast, because you can golf and listen to the Friday Football Feast.
There's really no comparison between those two. It's not even a...
Yeah. Well, especially you that's had an experience that's not unlike that of a PGA Tour player. Time for 5, 3, 4.
time now for 5 questions. Well, actually 3, but 5 sounds like more than 4. Question number 1. NFL No Huddle.
Here we go.
Lots of NFL No Huddle questions today. The NFL season begins tonight as the Philadelphia Eagles, go Eagles, host the Dallas Cowboys. Eagles are favored by 8. Common, what do you expect to happen in this one?
Not only did Dallas not score, not will they only not cross the 50-yard line, they won't pick up a first down. I think Philadelphia will dominate. It's at
Philly.
Yeah, I think they'll dominate.
Philly.
I don't think we're going to see much of a game. I think it will be one of those where certainly by the third quarter, or the end of the third quarter, the game will no longer be in doubt. Might even be sooner than that. I'm not a big until Dallas. Every year, people predict great things for the Cowboys because they're America's team, and it never happens. Until they do something, I'm not going to pick them. So I think Philadelphia going to laugher.
League-wide average ticket prices have dropped slightly from $289 last season to $279 this year. Obviously, that could change throughout the season, but Common, any theories as to why NFL tickets for now are decreasing?
Because people are outraged. I don't know. It would seem like it's the most popular sport on the planet this side of soccer. In cornball. No.
Cornhole.
So I don't know why I don't have an answer. Do you? Was there an explanation?
I don't have an answer.
Because other
than at some point, like the roof's got to pop,
yeah.
right? Like you can only go so high.
But you rarely see prices come down. They might just say, "Well, that's it. That's the most we can charge." But bringing it down, so from $289 to $279 isn't a whole heck of a lot, but
no.
It is lowers. I have no explanation.
Common, which team is your biggest surprise to make the playoffs?
Packers.
You think that's a big surprise?
Yeah, well, I just wanted to say it. No, I don't know. I haven't really looked that closely at. Well, I'll say if Denver makes it, I'll be really surprised because Mark Rosen picked him and he knows nothing about football. I don't know. How about you? Is there?
I have 2. Okay. I put them on X yesterday. My 2 bold division predictions. They're going to win their division.
You love the Cardinals and Kyler Murray, right?
I'm going Arizona Cardinals in the NFC West. I'm going Carolina Panthers in the NFC South.
Wow.
Those are my 2 surprise teams to make the postseason.
Very controversial.
Let's do the other way then, Common. Which team is your biggest surprise to miss the playoffs?
Green Bay.
You don't like that Micah edition?
Detroit's not going to make it, but it's not a surprise to me because that's what I expect. So I don't... it would have to be. I don't think of Buffalo or Kansas City, but that would be the only shock. I think there was a story yesterday. Maybe we even talked about it. I think every year on average, there are 4 new teams that make the playoffs. So that means how many? Is it 12 that go in each?
Well, no, 14 now. We have 7 in each conference.
Okay, so it's 14. So that means the 14, you kick 4 out and bring 4 new ones in.
Yeah.
So
Parity.
How about you? Who do you, as a surprise team that won't make it?
I kind of feel like Philadelphia might have a little bit of a Super Bowl big game hangover. And
you think they might not make it?
Well, because I think Washington could easily win that division. So now you're talking about, they got to get a wild card. I know it's been really weird in Dallas with the Micah trade, and they didn't really make a lot of big upgrades in the offseason. But I still think if Dak Prescott is healthy for an entire season, and he's got CeeDee Lamb, and he's got George Pickens, that offense is enough to win some games, assuming they can stay healthy. So I think Dallas might surprise a little bit in that division as well. So, and Philadelphia, what do you got to play for after you win the big game?
Yeah, another big game.
Speaking of the big game, Common, what is your big game, your official big game prediction?
I can't go there, but I will tell you, I think it'll be the Vikings and the Falcons in the NFC Championship game, and you're on your own after that.
Above average.
I saw Fish Wrap Factory Westside had some interesting predictions for big game matchups. I don't know. I mean, I would say I'm jumping on that Washington bandwagon because of what I saw last year. That's a team that I think could. Of course, it could have been just a flash in the pan. And I'd like to think Buffalo could actually finally get over. I wouldn't mind seeing Buffalo because I really feel bad for the citizens of Buffalo. I'm going to say it'll be Cincinnati and Detroit in the big game.
I'm going to go boring here.
Okay.
I know no one ever likes to make these predictions because they just feel like it's too boring. They got to come up with some flashy prediction. I think Kansas City does like a last hurrah for them with Travis Kelce. Like he got in shape this offseason. Like he knows it's his final year. They probably do have a little bit of bitterness after losing last year. I think KC is going to get back there. I think Mahomes got a little bit more weapons to work with moving forward, so that offense might be a little bit more dynamic than they've been the last 2 years. I'm going the Kansas City Chiefs
and the Minnesota Vikings
to win the big game versus. I don't know who's coming out of the NFC. I'll say the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah. Wait, hold on.
Huh?
No, I meant quack quack. Very good.
Question number 2.
We're gonna win, Twins. We're gonna score.
It's now time to delve deep into Twins territory.
Crack out a home run, shout a hit, hooray! Cheer for the Minnesota Twins today.
The Twins blew a 2-run lead in the 9th inning last night, losing the Chicago White Sox 4-3 at Target Field. Your guy, Common, former Twins outfielder Michael A. Taylor hit the go-ahead 2-run double in the 9th for the Sox. Chicago had lost 205 consecutive games when trailing after 8 innings. The Twins have now lost 5 in a row to the White Sox, and they've dropped their record to a season worst 15 games below 500. Common, your thoughts?
Yeah, they even before the trade they weren't any good. They're actually worse now, I guess.
Yeah.
Certainly record-wise. And to lose to Chicago I don't even know if Chicago's even really trying. It would be hard to tell, right? It's embarrassing. You would, but yeah, I mean that's to lose to Chicago, who was on pace to have one of the worst records in the history of Major League Baseball. It's pretty sad.
Sad, really?
Yeah, it really is.
And that's it for today's edition of 5
I said your thoughts, so you can go anywhere you want with it.
Sad.
3 questions, but 5 sounds like more than 4.
More controversial Vikings news, other side of the break, and then 1:30. Mark Rosen a half hour earlier. We'll be joined by my boy Deuce. It's the return of Spread Swing. That's all coming up here. What do you think of that?
What do you think of that?
All coming up on the Common Man program here on the Fan.